What's up, folks? Welcome to episode of what I'm playing today. Rollerdrome. I gotta say, I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. I heard about this game a while ago, I guess, and it just seems super cool. The thing I'll say, if you, and I hate saying this, but this is kind of a metric for me. If you like Sonic games, I think you'd like this game. Let me just hop in. We're gonna start here. We'll explore because there's a narrative. There's minimal narrative, which I like. We don't need a lot of narrative. It's this is like this kind of reminds me of, what was it? IGPX IG Grand Prix. What was that? It was a Toonami show. Was that Adult Swim? I think it was Toonami. Got some first person. You can't see your feet. First person walk around. You can get some backstory here. Look at news headlines and whatnot. That's all well and good. But I genuinely think if you like Sonic games, you might like this because there's so much speed and like fine control. You're always moving, which I'm like, if Sonic could get to that point in a 3D space where you're like, oh, I'm avoiding obstacles in a fluid 3D space, kind of like Sonic Adventure, then we'd be good. Oh, I didn't look at this before. The all-seeing eye. You got these uniform requirements. What was that show called? It was definitely like IG Grand Prix or something. But yeah, there are a couple of sections like this in the game where you can look through different things. You can check in on your emails, and it's a $342,000 loan just to compete in this blood sport. But we're just gonna hop in. I figure I'm gonna play like the first few levels just so you can see. Surprisingly, so I think a lot of like reviewers have looked at this game, but like I was looking on Reddit, and like Reddit is my freaking benchmark for a lot of stuff, and which is probably not a good thing, but I don't see a lot of coverage of this. Like people were talking about the game when it was announced, but or in the lead up to it being announced. But I haven't seen much more of it. But basically, you have a few tricks. You use your square button to do grab. You use your R1 button to do flips, and you use L2 to go into reflex time, which is effectively slow-mo. It slows the combo, slows the timer, so you have more time to do stuff. And we'll use that. I've played quite a bit of this game, so I already have the weapons unlocked. Ugh. And if you perfect dodge and then activate reflex time, or if you are in reflex time and you perfect dodge, you will get a super reflex, which goes even slower and it turns blue, and that's great. Does it always turn? Yeah, no, it doesn't always turn blue. You can also perfect dodge your grenades that you throw, which is kind of cool because you can string those together for some nice combination attacks. The other thing I found that's interesting is that you can actually shoot faster if you don't just hold the triggers. Like, she'll automatically shoot at a defined pace, but you can speed that up a little bit if you mash the trigger, which is kind of nice. And also, you can't fall, which I also really like because the game is not, as much as this is like getting comparisons to Tony Hawk, it's not Tony Hawk. And so the fact that you don't have to worry about falling, and you just kind of like, you lose a little speed, and you, alright, I'm sucking this up. You lose a little speed. Oh, did he dodge? Oh, it looked like he dodged that shot. You lose a little speed, but you just keep moving, which is nice. But yeah, no, this game, it's been a lot of fun. It seems kind of short, but there's only, I guess, what, 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. What's that? 7, 9, 4, 3. 10 stages. There you go. I can count. There's only 10 stages, but there's like 10 or 15 challenges in each stage, so it gives you an opportunity to really learn how to master the stages, learn how to get combos and that whole thing. So yeah, I'll start with like the first 4 stages. Oh, it's a new personal best. That's cool. There you go. One thing that's kind of neat, you have tricks that you have to input by doing a direction on the analog stick, and you hold square. But you can also do like right, or like left, right, or right, left, or whatever, and you get different tricks, which is kind of cool because I just assumed it was like you just have the 4 cardinal directions, and that's it. But you do have a variety of tricks. Like, let's see if I can do a coffin grab here. I'll get that eventually. The other thing that I really like about this game is that despite the areas being somewhat sparse, like sparse in design, I find that this game has a lot of style. Kara, the character you're playing as here, it's not that the character's like doesn't say anything or like have really any kind of thoughts outside of the little segments you see where she's like internalizing something, like when she's like, oh, I've had this since my first, match or whatever. Like, there's no real character development that I've come across so far. I think there's an attempt at it, or there's an attempt at like creating story. We'll see later in the game, or I can show you that little explore area. But basically, like, one of the characters in the game is trying to like bring up the fact that this is kind of like unjust or whatever, and it's not really going anywhere. Like, they're on a news program. It's like a whole thing. But all right, let me not lose this combo. But Kara doesn't have like a personality, but she does have a style with her like moves, and you see it a lot in like reflex time. Like, if you go past and like, I don't know, it's just, I guess, the fluidity of how she looks at her targets. It's very much like, slow-mo James Bondy kind of, like that, where you're kind of flipping and you're doing all the, it's just so, it looks cool in slow motion, which I don't think a lot of games get right in slow-mo. Like, you can do slow-mo, but like when you're actually doing the move and you're like falling out the air, it's like, that looks pretty cool. Alright, this guy, and these guys are kind of interesting. If you don't kill them, they take 10 bullets to kill of the pistols. But after the first shot that you shoot on these little trooper dudes, they will put up a shield. So you can only kill them quickly in reflex time. Or you can only really kind of successfully kill them in reflex time. Otherwise, you have to wait for their, their shield to drop, and then you can kill them. You also have this move, Slug Shot, which is kind of nice. It's, yeah, like that. Oh, don't lose the combo. Don't lose the combo. Nice shot. And one more. Ugh. You also have a Slug Shot, which if you like are in reflex time and you shoot the dude when the crosshairs align, you get a more powerful shot. So it like one shots the basic enemies. It's just it's a fun game. Like, it's freaking fun. Like I said, I wish it was a little bit longer. But I will say, I've been playing this for probably about 4 or 5 hours, I guess. And just like, as you can see, I've done all the main missions for the first 5 levels. And they're challenging. Like, it's very similar to Tony Hawk Pro Skater, right? Where if you play, the first time you play a Tony Hawk Pro Skater level, what do? You go through and you just try to like get the high score. You get like the 6 score or whatever it is. Oh god, that guy always gets me right off the top. And you die. Like, that's so cool. Oh, he got me. He booed me. Alright, let's go back over here. Being a Tony Hawk Pro Skater, you end up doing shoot. There you go. You end up trying, like, or at least me, I know I try to do the 6 score first, and then it's like, all right, I'm gonna do the high score, and then I'm gonna do like the combo score or whatever, like the really easy goals, and that way I familiarize myself with the level. As I'm doing it, I start to realize, oh, here's where that collectible is, or here's where the combo grind spot is, or I should say the combo tokens or whatever, or like, ugh, so sick. Nice. There we go. You can also shoot the missiles out there, which is like really cool. And Hey. So yeah, I try to like do the easy missions, and then as I get better, I you know, go for the harder ones. And I do the same thing in this game. And it's like a really neat strategy because you have to kind of familiarize yourself with the levels because they're not big, but there are like certain things you have to look out for, and there might be like turrets or something that you have to shoot, or like the placement of those barrels that you want to use. You don't want to use them when they're next to a really easy enemy. You want to use them when they're next to, you know, a big enemy that can do more damage to you, or like if they're next to like a tank or something. Oh yeah, I thought so. Get that. Ooh, oh, I dodged that. I dodged that. I dodged that. There we go. Get that. I'll shoot that. Doesn't matter. I will do you and oh, I missed you. Dang. Oh, I missed again. Jeez. All right, we'll get this all cool. Okay. Slug shot. There you go. So yeah, I don't know. I just I would love. So I don't want DLC, but I would love it if, like, you know, 6 months from now they're like, hey, we came out with 6 more levels and you can buy them for $10 because the game is only like $20, I think. Oh, that's cool. We'll do Houston Mall. This one, which one is this? Iger Resort. This is kind of cool. This is like, let's. Houston Mall's not that special, so let's do what's Echo Basin? We'll do this Barbican Arena to really show off. This is the last one I'll do. This one is pretty crazy. It's kind of like, it's one of like their legit arenas, but I don't know why I did that. Start the combo there. Get him, get him, get him, get him. All right, cool. Perfect, dodge that. All right, we're good. And see, I didn't want to do that because that's a waste because there'll be some other guys there later. But this one, so they also have these other enemies that shoot kind of like the snipers, but they have blue lasers and they shoot fire. They create fire. Just kill that. They create fire, like trails of fire. And on top of that, if you don't shoot them in reflex time, they will teleport like immediately. So you really have to plan like when you're gonna attack them. And I don't even know if you can kill them in like one go. Alright, let's do you because that can take you out in one go. And you slurg shot like slurgma. Shout out to slurgma. Yeah, but this one gets pretty crazy. Because you got those guys that just stand there, and like you think, let's see, yeah, like you see there, he just teleports off. You think, you know, oh, some of these enemies, they just stand still, they're not like really attacking you or whatever, and it's like, yeah, that's true, but because of the way they're positioned, like I find they're positioned in such a way that, look at that, they're positioned in such a way that you really have to keep track of where you are, because you could be, you know, shooting a long range enemy from long range, but next thing you know, you're right next to one of these guys. Just shoot that and then. Oh, I missed. Oh, I'll get that perfect. Okay. Yeah. Nah. See, this is crazy. Like, this is one of those ones where it's like clearly okay. You shouldn't be talking and freaking roller skating. Yeah, we'll do you. And like these guys, you have to stagger first. Ugh, clean. I always like, the thing is, as much as like reflex time is cool, I really do like using regular time too, because it looks really cool to do it in like speed, at speed, so to say. Alright, we're gonna do we go. The vibration's pretty cool too, I'd say. Oh, clean. Like the trigger feedback is pretty good. The DualSense usage, I guess you could say. But yeah, those blue guys are the hard, probably one of the harder enemies in the game because they're so relentless. 1, 2, and we'll get some of that action. Dodge those. There is a mode that's on the main menu that like is locked, and I'm not sure what it is, but it's like you can't do it until you beat the campaign. So maybe I'll come back and do it. I don't know if there's like an online. I think it's just single player, which I'm like, you know, that's cool, but I don't know that I'd want to play this online because I'd be getting obliterated. There we go. Touch that. Alright. There we go. Okay. You know, the fluidity of this all is like really, really good. And dodge the freaking. There we go. And I saw like a developer interview, and they're like, you can use the enemy's weapons against them. I haven't really seen, like, I think so. Like those dudes with the cannons, they shoot out like seeking missiles, and I could see where you could use them. But otherwise, it just seems like it's so chaotic. I don't even know how I would manage to have time for that. Alright, and let's just do... Oh, I lost my combo. There we go. Those guys, they shoot out mines after they die, which is something else that's cool because you can then shoot the mine. Does that do... Oh, he's not inside the circle. Alright. Ooh, that was so clean. That was so clean. This weapon, the... whatever it is, the Z... What's it called? The, Z11 is really cool because okay, alright bro, chill, like chill. Alright, let's just go grenades. There we go. Because you can get like super long range attacks off with it. But yeah, that's one of the tanks that they have. It's like the Mecha Brute or something. And they're honestly super difficult to take out. Not super difficult to take out, but they're kind of annoying to take out if you don't have the grenade launcher yet. But once you unlock that, it's so fun because 2 grenades takes out both of their what you talking, their turrets, and then you can just focus on damaging the main body, which takes 2 grenades. Alright, what are we looking at? Other cool thing is that the camera knows to like, or you have it, there's a setting in the main menu where it's like the camera can recenter itself after like a couple seconds, so you don't have to constantly recenter it, which is kind of nice, because the game just flows so well that you can't waste a lot of time trying to recenter things and whatnot. There you go. I think I had a 24 times combo, which is pretty crazy because I was, yeah, it's pretty wild. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode of What I'm Playing. If you don't have this game, definitely consider getting this game. Like, it's pretty crazy. I might come back and play more of it. Maybe I'll do a full playthrough at some point. I mean, you saw the first freaking 3 levels plus 1, so it's not really warranting a full playthrough. But yeah, that's gonna do it. And next time I'll come back and probably play something else. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.